Folks, welcome. I am Cam McGuire, joined by senior linebacker Pat McDonaugh. Pat, you grew up in Niles, Illinois, about 20 minutes roughly from Lake Forest. Talk to me a little bit about your college experience, your college process, and how you kind of ended up here.
Started my junior year when I met Coach Cat at a camp, actually, Northwestern Showcase or whatever at Northwestern. And I went up to him after and I told him I was interested in the school, and kind of just got in touch there. A couple weeks later, I got a call from Coach Messina, who was a coach here at the time, quarterbacks coach. And the next thing you know, I just was on campus visiting every other weekend, just trying. I couldn't get enough of this campus. It's a beautiful campus, and the family atmosphere on the football team really sold it to me. And I didn't even go on any other visits, to be honest. I went to a couple other colleges to kind of see, but other than that, I just kind of fell in love with Lake Forest.
Pat, you played every game your freshman year. You had a career-high 9 tackles versus Cornell College, and you got your first career tackle against Gustavus on September 3rd. Do you remember that first tackle, and tell me a little bit about it if you do remember it?
Yeah, actually, it was like the second or third play of the drive of the opening series, and I was blitzing off the edge, and the running back, next thing I knew, he bounced it outside, and I was right there, and I just remember getting up after and just feeling kind of first hit breaking the ice. It was kind of cool.
Pat, you look at Forester football the last 4 seasons. Your freshman year going 4-6, and then sophomore year 4-6 as well. Last year, the Forester football team went 8-2, and this season they've started off hot 3-0. Pat, if you had to contribute one thing to this turnaround of this program, a program that's put themselves back on the map, what would you say that's been the biggest element that's got this team back on the map?
I would just say kind of the drive that we were kind of taught when we were freshmen a couple years ago by the upperclassmen, and just being able to use that and everything that we've kind of learned along the way, because my class of seniors, fellow seniors, we've been kind of playing since we were all freshmen, and just kind of using the experience that we've gained over the years to kind of implement it into our success.
Well, last season against Macalester College, Pat McDonaugh got his first career interception, and deservingly so was named MWC Performer of the Week on that Monday. Pat, do you remember that interception?
Yeah, it was on their sideline late in the game. Kind of had one of their big drives, and I just remember seeing a wide receiver go up for it on the sideline and ended up kind of tipping it back in bounds. The next thing you know, it was in my lap. So it was memorable. I'll never forget it.
Pat, we'll go with the more comical side here. I'm going to ask you something here. I don't know if you've thought about it, or it's a pretty generic question. It's get asked a lot. But if you were stranded with one player from this Lake Forest College football team on an island, who would you pick and why?
Oh man, probably have to be Tom Steen, offensive lineman. He knows his food. He's a pretty funny guy. He's got some survival instincts. I'm not so sure if he'd like me on the island with him. He might lose his mind, but I think I'd like to have him on the island with me.
Pat, in your 4 years that you've been here, is there one coach in particular that sticks out to you, one that's had the biggest influence on you?
Yeah, my position coach, outside linebacker coach, Coach Nikolic. He's kind of been my driving force. He's been like a father figure to me kind of over the past couple of years. Even though he's such a young coach, he's only I think 6 or 7 years removed out of college, but just taking what he's learned when he played, and now over the years being 6 years in coaching, he's just been there for me every time I needed him or asked the simplest thing, and he's just been able to challenge me and hold me to a higher standard that has allowed me to be successful on the field and off the field.
Pat has played in 30 career games, 90 tackles on his career record. He has 1 interception and 4.5 sacks. Pat, this season you've played in 3 games, already have 25 tackles and 2 sacks. Looking back in your college experience, you can evaluate it from a football side or another side, but looking back, in 10 years from now, what are you going to remember most from your experience here at Lake Forest College?
I think it's just going to be the camaraderie and the family aspect that I've been every year. It's kind of been different teammates and stuff, but the core guys that have been here, it's just been the best group. And doing things every year with them, whether it's the Benny Cup, Relay for Life is always a big thing here, or if it's just in season and being around in the locker room like we are right now. It's just an awesome experience.
You're a sociology and anthropology major. You're set to graduate in May. What are your plans for after graduation?
Hopefully get a job somewhere. I actually just got a job offer from Coyote Logistics, so that was a big thing. I interned there this past summer. I loved it. They loved me. I'm just looking forward to maybe pursuing an opportunity there to better, kick off my career in the workplace.
Folks, that's Pat McDonaugh, and I am Cam McGuire, the producer of today's webcast. Stay tuned. Forester football second half is coming up next.